As long as humans are ruining the planet, the wars I think will never stop, because everything in nature is in constant struggle with nature, with itself, and most of all, human species is the species that kills its own species at a far greater scale. And that may be because of so many biological systems that are placed in our head and body, like there could be fear, there could be race, religion, anything that divides us could be the trigger for war. And the only thing that is going to neutralize such wars is through hard learning that either comes from total destruction of lives and property, like that happened in the Second World War. But we have not learned any lessons yet, because the drums of war is ever present and the situation is escalating by the day. Most importantly, what we need to consider here is there needs to be some constant struggle for humans to thrive and survive and the flourishing that we want to achieve. But war could be that instrument for the development of new technologies. Mostly the technologies that were developed were for military. For example, it could be global positioning system, GPS, it could be the internet, could be the rockets to deliver missiles into other countries, could be the fighter jets, and that have civilians use as well. But there are so many problems around the globe. We can fight against nature in terms of disasters, diseases, where money can be spent and results can be positive. We can also colonize space. Space exploration needs a lot of money and a lot of science and technology, where our focus could be. Similarly, we can make sure no people on earth remains hungry, or they should be treated with dignity, providing best education, providing the best healthcare. And it can be achieved because when you look at the defense spending of United States alone, it has crossed 800 billion plus mark, and other countries closely follow by. This means trillions of dollars every year are spent on defense technologies. For the sake of humans fearing humans, anything could happen. And the only reason that this is going on is because we are not enlightened individuals, because the leaders are not enlightened enough. The people who control power and politics are not enlightened. They are not there to promote peace, prosperity to the common people. They are there to just serve the purpose of their national interest and their individual interest and the interest of the elites who control them. And this is a huge problem in and of itself. An enlightened individual will not go into that path of leadership because people in general are not good people. Even there is conflict within ourselves. So with the number of people increasing, there are huge differences, there are huge vested interests, and politics coupled with economic reality, economic superiority is a very dangerous game, because we not only think wars are only here for wars, for the human destruction, but it's because we have trained ourselves to the belief that we have to dominate, we have to be the number one, we have to at all cost be number one, even if world war happens, and that might even destroy the human civilization. So this kind of thinking has to go, and it's not because small minority of informed people always control the power, the economics, science and technology. And what that does is the large majority who does not want any kind of wars, any kind of competition to destroy each other, they are being duped to believe that they are being made silent on the issues. Their issues never gets across the mainstream mass media. And how that unity will be achieved if no political party is formed challenging the status quo? We are beginning to see the decay in people's participation, as people are fed up and they don't even participate in the democracy, and they don't believe their country is on the right track, which means the only way to change is to form new alliances, new political parties. But will that happen? Will the elites give the people enough power to assemble against them? They will do everything to manipulate them, manufacture consent, to reputation damage, to targeting individuals who differ in ideologies. So this is a very, very complex issue with human beings, and it will not be a paradise on earth, a peaceful place on earth, unless we focus on things that truly matter to humans, which is to reduce poverty, remove diseases, fight against climate, fight against nature, for the human survival and sustainability, become a multiplanetary civilization. So if we cannot focus our budget, our mindset towards that goal, then we will not achieve any kind of peace. The only time humans will unite is when there is an extraterrestrial event like alien invasion or a huge asteroid that might hit the earth, possibly ending the human civilization just like the dinosaurs, or there is great catastrophic events on earth because of climate change, then only humans unite and fight the common enemy. Until that, humans find enemy within themselves and destabilize the world, destabilize the human lives, which can be seen in the genocidal war in the Middle East and also proxy war in Europe. Peace isn't achieved through tolerance, of course, but peace is also costly. We have to be very hopeful, we have to be very proactive, we have to be very task oriented, not only in our day-to-day jobs, because most common people don't have the time and the luxury to focus on politics because they are being challenged day in day out by their lives, how to survive and create a safety net for my family.